Hi, my name is Filippa. Welcome to my channel Awkward, where I provide parents with the encouragement, knowledge, tools, and skills to give their children adequate mindful sexual education. I'm here in the hope that I can help you answer your kids' very awkward questions about bodies, feelings, sex, and everything in between. Today's topic is safe and unsafe touch. So it is very important that your child starts understanding the difference between safe and unsafe touch from a very early age, and that you encourage them to know the difference. Some time ago, this was referred to as good or bad touch, but we no longer talk about it in that way because it can be a little bit confusing for children. The reason is sometimes their children are touched inappropriately, and their bodies will react to this touch by in a way that feels nice. So it can happen that a child is inappropriately touched, that they do not want to be touched, but that their body reacts to the physical stimulus that it receives. So it can happen that boys get erections, and that girls may produce vaginal lubrication. And this is normal. And it is counterintuitive, but it is normal that if we are touched in our genitals in a certain way, that our body reacts this way. Must keep in mind that most sexual abuse does not include violence. We have this idea that when people are touched inappropriately, that it is through a violent act, but that is actually a very, very small percentage of cases that involve violence. Most are of children who are tricked and groomed and seduced into a situation of abuse. So because this inappropriate touch may feel good, we we should move away from this idea of good touch, bad touch, because kids might be confused if something like this happens, and they feel like they feel like their body reaction was that it was something good that happened to them, or that it felt nice. So that is why we are now using the terminology of safe and unsafe touch. So how you can explain to a kid what is unsafe touch is that somebody touches you and asks you to keep it a secret, to not tell anybody, or they threaten you that something bad will happen if you tell. They might say that they're going to hurt you, or that they're going to hurt your parents, or that your parents won't believe you. But here it is very important that you highlight to the child that you will believe them no matter what happens, and that they can come and tell you anything at any time, that you will believe them and that you will protect them. So it is also, unsafe touch is also done in a hidden or a secret place. So if somebody asks you to go to a secret place and they touch you, this is an unsafe touch, and you should tell an adult you trust. It is also a touch that makes you feel sad or angry or embarrassed. When an unsafe touch will also make you feel, like you have a knot in your stomach, that your stomach hurts, or that your heart is sad and heavy. Unsafe touch will also make you feel embarrassed or ashamed or afraid to tell somebody, but you must reassure your kid that it is important that they do tell, and that they will be helped, and that they are not to blame for what has happened, regardless of how it came about, that it is not their fault. Unsafe touch is also a touch that makes you feel makes your heart sad and makes you feel angry afterwards, or makes you want to cry all the time, and this is a sign that this thing that happened, it wasn't supposed to happen, and that it was not your fault, and that you can tell mom or dad or an adult that you trust. It is important for parents to understand that a lot of the times children will not tell them about something like this, but they will tell another adult that they trust. So this is one of the reasons why it is important for you to have a safe circle. So it is a small group of people that you have decided with your child are people that can be trusted with any information, and that they will help them if any thing happens. The reason for this is that children are just scared of disappointing their parents. Sorry. That is the reason why sometimes children will not come forward to their parents, but will come forward to other adults in their lives. What is important here is that the child does know who to turn to, and that they can turn to this person, and that this person is also capacitated with the knowledge and skills that you are, and that you have spoken about what to do about a situation like this before it happens. Safe touch is a touch that can be done in front of anybody, and that anybody can know about. It is done in public, and it makes you feel happy. It makes you feel like you want more of it. You can tell anybody about it. Telling anybody about it, I feel, is the most important thing about safe touch, is that children understand that safe touch is something that can be done in public, and that anybody can know about it, and that nobody's going to be sad, and nobody's going to be angry, and nobody is hurt while this is happening, and that you're happy for it to happen again, and that everybody can be present for this moment. And then you can go on to give examples to your child of what is safe and unsafe touch. So hugging grandma, for example. And I must mention that the unsafe touch is not just about sexual abuse, although I focus a lot on that because a big part of the work that I do, and the reason why I do it, is for sexual abuse prevention, because I feel that sexual education is such a powerful tool in this fight. But unsafe touch is any touch that makes you feel that way, right? That makes you feel unsafe, that makes you feel sad, that makes you feel angry. And this can include, pushing, shoving, hitting, kicking, bullying, all these things. All these types of touch are unsafe touch, right? So then you give examples of good touch, of safe touch, that are, hugging grandma or kissing mommy, and examples of unsafe touch, which are, pushing your sibling, or somebody asking to touch your genitals. But you put this asking to touch your genitals not as the important bit of the lesson, but just as part of one of the things that cannot be done to the body. And this is how we talk about sexual abuse prevention in a light and playful way with children, but that keeps them safer, educated, knowledgeable, and gives them the tools to know what to do in case something happens. So I hope you enjoyed this little video, and I can't wait to hear your comments. Click like, share, and subscribe.